Maybe I should have a script this time. I am so much brighter with a notepad. I look so tired. All right, hello. God, I hate doing these. Hello, everyone. It's me, KingsCon. Hello, everyone. Me, KingsCon. Attack from all sides. Um, it is 2024 now. We had a lot happen this year for us. We started our monthlies. Those have been going pretty well. We've been hitting anywhere between 50 and 80 people, somewhere in between there each month so far, which has been great. I didn't really expect them to do as well as they're doing. And of course, that's because everyone trying to show up and play. Sort of the pairing that we have with Elite at the moment is going pretty well, I think, and getting better. They're getting more and more interested with stuff, which I think would just allow us to be able to do cooler things. I've been throwing the idea out there a little bit and thinking that weeklies are probably coming back too. I like the monthlies. I like what's going on with them, but I feel that it's very busy. There are people who enter multiple games that sometimes are going back and forth between a bunch of them, and for that to be the only event that's happening, I don't think that's ideal. So we are bringing them back. I'm trying to figure out the details now. I have multiple options, I think, in terms of days and where, and I want to pick the one that I think makes the most sense. We also have King of Upstate coming. King of Upstate is going to be in June again this year, I believe, around the same time. And it's going to be pretty cool, I think. So we are moving from, if you've been to the monthly, you know what Elite looks like as a venue. They're actually moving to a much bigger space. It's like 15,000 square feet dedicated esports arena. I've seen some of the build pictures. I've seen how it's starting to come together, because I don't think they're moving into there until spring-ish. Our monthlies will end up being in there as well when we get to that point. But that's where we're going to be hosting King of Upstate. Now it's going to be probably like one of the largest venues we've worked with. And we're going to try out making King of Upstate a 2-day event. The reason I say that is because I think I want to put a large number of games in there, and I want to be able to have enough time to support all of them so people aren't doing the running back and forth thing. However, the 2-day thing, I think it's hard sometimes for a player to feel that they're getting, I think it's hard for a player to feel like it's worth going to 2 days for something, usually, if you're not like a major or something. So I want to do it in a way that makes sense, that makes people feel that, I have to stay in Syracuse overnight. Hopefully there's more stuff for me to do than just my bracket. So I'm working on stuff like that, the whole, the vendors, the outside of the venue sort of things you can do, maybe doing some kind of exhibitions and showcase stuff for people, around upstate, like the 5v5s, the what's it called? You throw money at a character, the auction tournament, maybe an auction tournament, something like that. And if I can't do that in a way that I feel like makes sense, then it probably, I'm not going to make it a 2-day, but that's the goal at the moment. But again, I want to make it feel that it's something that's worth being 2 days. So keep an eye out for that. I think I got a little thing over here somewhere. This is sort of maybe logoing stuff, maybe. I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. Oh, I almost forgot. This year we picked up Smash. So, Syracuse Smash has always existed for a long time, right? And this year, myself and Naga came to me and suggested that we did some stuff together. which at first I wasn't super into because we would have to move venues and all that stuff, and I already had a bunch of stuff going on. But over time, Naga and I figured out a way to sort of try to move that forward a little bit. And yeah, so picked up Smash for AFAS this year, which is something I never really expected to happen. If you know me, I started as a Smash player, as I'm sure many people did. So I do like the game, and I was a TO for that as well for a while also being TO stuff for AFAS. Came up, say will include Smash is the reason why I'm bringing that up. So to have Ultimate and Melee. And then of course, traditional side of things, we're gonna have Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, MK1, Strive. Layden has talked me into DNF, so we'll have some of that too. Probably Uni 2. I'm still working on that, so we'll figure out Grand Blue. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be a lot of things. Hopefully that a lot of people are going to enjoy. Yeah, Tekken 8's coming out. Tekken 8's gonna be really fun. It's Syracuse Tekken Town. It's something I've always said. The roots of AFAS are in Tekken, so new game, very exciting. And with that, hopefully we're gonna see Syracuse traveling around again. We've already started a little bit. We started getting back into majors. Went down to New York City for a little bit. Went over to Buffalo, had a lot of fun. So yeah, I've already kind of started working on some stuff with, especially the city in Buffalo, to sort of make these travel arrangements and stuff. I think it'll be good. I like the idea of, the state kind of getting all back together again. It's been rough since sort of the pandemic started dying down, and before that there were a lot of connections that were there that I think are kind of finally starting to get there. So last year we also started the series, the circuits. They're still getting a little low key at the moment because I think we haven't really finished one yet, but the series have been going on for each of sort of the main games. That being, what is it? It's Street Fighter, MK, Tekken 8 now that it's going to be out, and then Smash Ultimate. The idea behind those are there's a season basically, and at the end of the season, the results from the various monthlies and regionals and stuff like that, your placings on there sort of get tracked, and at the end of the season there'll be a top 8 tournament sort of thing. So that's coming up in April, and we're going to be doing all that then, and I got to figure out how we got to make that work exactly, but I'm thinking try to get some medals, stuff like that. I'm remembering something. I can't remember what I'm remembering. RTC. Retro Game Con happened this year. It was a success in some ways and a complete utter disaster in others. So I did a whole long post about this and what the problems were, so I won't rehash that. You can go find that on my Twitter if you're really interested. I think it's also still pinned in the announcement servers. So RTC got much bigger than we anticipated this year. Last year, Smash and Traditionals were separated. I ran 2 tournaments, and Smash happened sort of on the other side of things. I said I was going to rehash it. So obviously the biggest issues with Retro Game Con this past year was the space, and how there was none. I believe I've worked that out with the convention runner, so Retro Game Con this year should be in a dedicated space. It used to be back in the day for the tournaments, and then that changed, and I'm bringing it back. So it's going to be a dedicated space, separated from sort of the hustle and bustle of the main floor, and I think it's going to be good, So I think with the dedicated space, it means we could do a lot more for that, and we can really make that tournament, really stand out, I think, because it's cool that, I work with the convention and they let us do that there. In order to, I think, make it something that people want to go to as a tournament, we definitely needed to be, something needed to be changed, and it will. So look forward to that, having some traction on the YouTube. So this past year too, we also saw some growth in the socials and the YouTube and Twitch. It's not a lot, but it's a lot more than we had in other years. So I'm hoping to keep that going. I think that having the weeklies back again too will really help with that, because it'll just have more to see. Because right now the monthlies happen, it's once a month, right? So that's the only time it's streaming, but it's the only place the videos come from. So I think a little bit more will help with that too. So that's one of my goals for this year, is to really be able to get a healthier stream and YouTube channel for Syracuse FGC. Which we had a lot of cool stuff to it too, right? Like Gumdolph doing the hot set stuff that we're a part of. And he's been showing me some of the stuff that's coming and what he wants to do, and it's a lot of really cool stuff. So definitely check him out. These, I made thumbnails this year. Trying to do, just trying to like make it a little prettier, make it look a bit more classy. I don't know if classy is the word I want to use, but so I think we made a lot of improvements to those aspects of things this year, and we're gonna keep working on that, I think. Just on a more personal note, this year I started going to majors for the first time, which a lot of people were surprised to hear. Couldn't really travel around, I feel, pre-pandemic. Felt had a lot of stuff going on at home, so I didn't really travel around yet. So this year, I started with Combo Breaker, which was very fun, and then I went to Evo and worked Evo as one of the tech and game leads. Then went to ECT afterwards, worked a little bit there as a bracket runner. It's been a lot of fun, you know what I mean? I never expected to sort of be at this point, and for other people to think that I know what I'm doing. It's something I never really got to, and again, I couldn't do stuff like that without everyone. I do it because I love it. I do it for you. You allow me to do it, which I think is a big thing, and I'm going to keep doing it. And this year I think we're going to have a lot of cool stuff happening, and I'm really excited about it. I hope you're excited about it, and we'll see. So here's a good 2024, and catch you later. I didn't write a script.